And what we're trying to do throughout the practice is really stoke that inner fire. When we get that inner fire burning, then what it does is it really heats up internally. It kind of thins our blood. It becomes a way of detoxification and purification. So we really want to be working that heat from the inside out. We're going to be focusing on twists today, on rotation of your spine, a little bit of core. And physiologically, when we're working twists, it's very much working the digestive system. And when we're twisting, it's always interesting with twists, because when we're working with that rotation of the spine, in the lower spine, in the lumbar spine, we've only got 5 degrees of rotation there. Just 5 degrees of rotation. And then as we move into the upper back spine, we've got 30 degrees of rotation. And then when we move into the neck, we've got 90 degrees of rotation. So quite often when we're working our twists, a number of things that can happen, but because sometimes there's that more range of motion in your neck, you might tend to just be rotating the neck more than you're moving the thoracic region of your spine. Some people tend to think that we have more movement in the lower back than we do in the mid to upper back. But that's again is because we've got the rib cage here also attached to that part of our spine. And this is where the breath really comes into play. So when you're breathing in, I really want you to focus on that elongation of the spine. Inhale, spine lengthening, like you're creating space in between each vertebra. Then when you exhale, we'll move into the twist. When you're twisting, think about that twist initiating, let's say from the area maybe around your navel, your belly button. So we breathe in, we lengthen, and we exhale, we rotate the lower back, the navel. We inhale, we lengthen, we exhale, we turn the mid to upper back. We inhale, we lengthen. So the last thing to turn is the head and the neck. When we're releasing the twist, it's the opposite. Head, shoulders, upper back, lower back. So just slowly coming back to the center. Okay. This is a little bit more of a minimal cues class. Okay. So hopefully you've done your practice for a little while. You've got a good knowledge of the alignment. I am going to be using 2 blocks, but unfortunately our new little foster puppy Kaya loves yoga blocks. I came home yesterday and she chewed 3 of them. So they're just on my shelf right here within reaching distance, and then I can grab them when I need them, and hopefully she won't run away with them. So that's just how it flows at the moment. I have a 4-month-old Rottweiler. I've no idea how this will pan out. I'm going to try my best. Okay, let's get started. So we're going to begin with some pranayama. So I want you to find a comfortable seated position. I'm choosing hero's pose, Vajrasana, just on my shins and my heels. You can come into Sukhasana, easy cross-legged. We'll rest the back of the hands onto the knees, draw the shoulders up towards the ears, and then roll the shoulders back and down. We're going to work kapalabhati, shining skull. Dynamic exhalations through the nose. Passive inhale through the nose. If you imagine your belly like bellows, you know, that you use to stoke a fire, the navel is drawing in towards the spine, and with that the air is coming out of the body. So it looks and sounds a little like this. So you see there's this passive inhalation after the dynamic exhalation. Okay, we're going to take the first round for around 30 seconds, and then we'll do a little breath retention in between the first and second round. The second round, we'll pump the abdomen for around 45 seconds with a slightly longer breath hold. And then the third round, we'll pump the abdomen for around 75 seconds, okay? Or maybe coming up, let's say 1 minute, we'll say a minute. So we'll hold breath retention in between. If you're uncomfortable holding the breath, just breathe, just stay focused and relaxed. Okay, so if you experience any lightheadedness, sometimes that is quite normal with this pranayama due to the huge intake of oxygen. You might get a little burning sensation too in your nostrils. If you're not familiar with this, don't worry. Just sit and center yourself and just come into the breath. All right, let's go ahead. Take a deep breath in through the nose. And sigh it out through the mouth. And let's begin now our first round of kapalabhati. Exhale all of the air out. Breathe in. Hold the breath here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Exhale through the mouth. And hold the breath. Now draw the chin down towards the chest. Draw your navel to the spine and engage the pelvic floor. So we're just engaging our bandhas. And we're going to hold for around a 30-second breath hold. We're going to get ready to inhale in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So lift the chin, breathe in, and sigh it out. Second round, let's go. Pump. Exhale, breathe in. Hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Hold the breath. Engage the bandhas. Jalandhara bandha, chin slightly down. Mula bandha, pelvic floor muscles lifting. Uddiyana bandha, navel drawing into the spine, and just stay relaxed, holding the breath. We'll get ready to inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Lift the chin, breathe in. Deep sigh out. Let's go, final round. Exhale, inhale. Hold for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale. Retain the breath. Jalandhara Bandha, chin down. Mula Bandha, pelvic floor lifting. Uddiyana Bandha, navel to spine. And just sitting, staying relatively passive, relaxed. If you need to take a breath in, just do so whenever you're ready. And again, then just sit with yourself for a few moments. Let's get ready to inhale in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Lift the chin, breathe in. And sigh it out, breathe out. Awesome. All right, let's come to lie down here onto our back. Extending the legs down the mat. Curl the toes back towards the face. Extend through your heels. Roll your inner thighs down, lengthen the tailbone. Reach the arms up towards the sky. And then on your next breath in, extend the arms over the head. Thumb tip touches the floor. Utthita Hastasana into Tadasana. So just that extended mountain pose lying down. Holding here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to bend the elbows, take hold of either elbow. Coming into Banana Asana as you bring the upper body over to the right hand corner of the yoga mat. And then walking your feet over to the right hand corner. Maybe left ankle crosses over right. And just keeping both shoulders down, grounding through that left buttock. Breathing here into the left side body for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's uncross the legs, bring them back to the center. Bring the head and the chest back to the center. Reach both arms up towards the ceiling. Change the fold in your arms. Let's go Banana Asana, left side. Bring in the upper body to the left hand corner. Creep your legs over to the left hand corner. And crossing your right ankle over the top of the left. Lateral flexion of the spine. We start to awaken and open up through the side body. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And some cross the legs, bringing the legs back to the center and the head and the chest back to the center. Again, flex the ankles, just re-extend both arms over the head. Just give yourself a nice big stretch there along the floor. And then bringing both feet flat down. Lengthen your tailbone and then bring both knees into the chest. Let's wrap the arms around the shins. And then just let the lower back release into the mat. Keeping the knees into the chest. And then just bring your hands either side of your head as we just work a little obliques and core here. Breathing in. Breathing out, just bring the left elbow to the outside of the right knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, switch. Right elbow, left knee. Inhale, center. Exhale, left elbow, right knee. Just continue. Cross the elbow to the opposite knee. Exhale as you come up. Squeeze into the side waist. Keep the core active. Lower back pressing into the mat. And then optional as you take the left elbow to the right knee now to extend the left leg out. And switch. Or you can just keep knees into the chest. Let's do a couple more cycles here. That's warming up all those component parts. We need to get nice and warm in order to twist. Last one, right elbow, left knee. And then pulling the knees back into the chest. Just give yourself a gentle rock from side to side here on the spine. And then just set the feet onto the mat and take your feet to the edges of the mat. Let the knees gravitate in. And we'll take the arms wide. Take a breath in. On your breath out, just drop both knees to the left and look to the right. Inhale to the center. Exhale, knees to the right, look to the left. And then again, just moving dynamically with the breath as you just windshield wipe your knees from side to side. And just moving the head in the opposite direction to the knees. Let's go a couple more rounds. You already begin to feel here, kind of wakes up the hips and lower back. And that subtle rotation coming into the spine, moving the head and the neck. Good, come back through to the center. Bring the knees in, cross the feet at the ankles. Let's just go ahead and do 3 rock and rolls here. 2. And 3. Now we're landing in Sukhasana, easy cross-legged. And pull the flesh of the sit bones here out to the sides. Bring the hands to the heart. We'll interlace the fingers, turn the palms out. And then on your next in-breath, reach the arms up. Let's take this first twist here with just our internal levers. So just kind of using that muscular energy from the inside. So inhale, lengthen the spine. And then exhale, turn the navel to the right. Inhale, root down through your sit bones, lengthen the spine. And exhale, rotate the rib cage to the right. Inhale as you lengthen and exhale as you twist. Take another breath in. Now as you exhale, bring the left hand to the right knee, right hand behind the back. Now we use the external levers, your limbs. Notice now you can deepen that twist. Taking the gaze over the right shoulder. Nice deep ujjayi breathing throughout the practice because that too helps to create the internal body heat. All right, one more deep breath in and out. And then as you inhale, taking the gaze forward and then exhale, slowly release the twist. All right, let's change the cross in our legs. Bring the hands back to the heart. Change the interlace of the fingers as you take your palms out and reach the arms above the head. So same thing again, thinking about the internal levels, like your spinal muscles, your core, your obliques. Inhale, elongate the spine. Exhale, turn to the left. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you rotate. Inhale as you lengthen. Exhale as you twist. Take one more deep breath in. Breathing out, left hand behind the back, right hand to the knee. Then inhale again, lengthen, and using the external limbs to rotate round. Beautiful. Give me one more deep inhale. Exhale. And then breathing in, looking forward. Exhale, slowly release the twist. Tabletop pose. Let's come onto all fours. We'll just continue to work with the spine. A few cycles of cat and cow. So from your tabletop, let's breathe in now, let the belly dip, head in the tailbone lifts. And exhale as you round. Inhale. Exhale. Give me 3 more. Tuck the toes. Inhale, let the belly dip. Exhale, round. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Just bring the spine to neutral, and just for a brief moment, just bring the bum back towards the heels there. Just keep your breastbone lifted, sternum lifted. Let's just stretch out the soles of the feet, the toes, toe squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Take a breath in. Downward facing dog. As you exhale, lifting the hips up and back. Take some time with your dog stretch. If you feel like you need to release or stretch out the backs of the legs, go ahead. And then just settle into your downward facing dog. That again, it's not a one size fits all, so what works best for you this morning. Okay, lift the kneecaps up, press your thigh bones back, spin the inner thighs back as you lift and spread the sit bones. Good. Exhale here. Inhale, come forward into high plank pose, shoulders over the wrists. And then exhale, let's press it back into downward dog. And let's do that 2 more times. Inhale, high plank. Try not to sink the hips. Exhale, back into dog. Inhale, high plank. This time, exhale, chaturanga. On or off your knees. Land on the belly. Breathing in, cobra. Exhale, lower down. Inhalation, press back up onto the knees. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. Gazing forward to the top of the mat, and just bring yourself to the top of the mat, however that shows up for you. Inhalation, let's lift up halfway. Exhale, forward bend. And as we breathe in, reaching the arms above the head. And exhale, bring the hands to the heart center. All right, let's get that heat building up now. 3 rounds, Surya Namaskar A. Modify wearing if you need to. Arms by your side. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, bent knees or straight legs, fall forward. Ardha Uttanasana, flat back, inhale. Exhale, palms down. Inhale, step or jump to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Up dog or cobra, inhale. Downward facing dog, exhale. Let's hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then again, we'll inhale, lift the heels, exhale, bend the knees, and then just making your way back to the top of the mat. Halfway lift, breathe in. Forward bend, breathe out. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Second round, inhalation, lift the chest, look up. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway lift, inhale. Palms flat, forward bend, exhale. Inhale, step or jump to plank. Exhale, chaturanga dandasana. Inhale, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. Exhale, lift the hips up and back. Downward facing dog. 5 breath hold. So fingers spreading, palms pressing down into the mat. And those forearms hugging in as you roll the shoulders open. And with the legs, lift the kneecaps up the legs. Engage the legs, press the thigh bones back. 2 more cycles of breath here. One more. And then we'll inhale, lift the head, exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat. Halfway lift here as we breathe in. Forward bend as we breathe out. Inhale, reach the arms above the head. Exhale, hands to the heart. All right, last round. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, forward bend. Halfway lift, breathe in. Exhale, step or jump back. And exhale through chaturanga. Upward dog, breathing in. Downward facing dog, breathing out. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So we're going to inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or lightly hop to the top of the mat. As we inhale, we'll lift up halfway. And let's exhale here into forward bend. Inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. And we're going to gaze over the right shoulder now. We're going to take 3 poses here on the right side. So just grabbing my block. Okay, so we're going to take 3 poses. Warrior 2, Trikonasana, and Ardha Chandrasana. So coming into that standing half moon balance. So I'm just going to bring my block there handy, within reaching distance. Okay, right foot 90 degrees, left toes turning in slightly, extend long through your arms. Let's bend down into that right knee. So just taking the gaze down the right arm to the right middle finger. Draw those inner thighs away from one another. Tailbone lengthening and actively reaching back through the left arm as much as you're reaching forward with the right. Steady gaze here. Shoulders relaxed. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Okay, straighten the right leg. And then from there, reach out with the right hand. Bring the right hand down onto the shin, or I'm going to take the block. Okay, hugging your right buttock, your right hip under left thigh bone, pressing back. Let's extend that left arm up into the sky. And maybe take the gaze with you to the tip of that left hand. It's almost like your pelvis is moving forward and your upper back is moving back. Keep the head in line with the spine for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's move into half moon pose. Standing balance, left hand onto the left hip, bend into the right knee. You want to take your block or your hand out in front and then a little to the right. And then you can just press off that back foot, balance on the right leg. As you lift that left leg up to about a hip height. Okay? Nice strong back leg. It's just as active here in the air as it was on the ground. Keep your left hand onto your hip or turn the navel and the heart to the ceiling. Reach the left arm up towards the sky. And again, you can look down. You can look straight ahead. You can look up to the tip of your left thumb. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We'll bring the hand back onto the hip. We're going to take a nice big step back onto that left foot. So just bring your prop back with you. And then let's come on up here through warrior 2. Straighten the right leg and we'll turn the right toes in there and bring the hands down. So just bringing the block from there over to the left side. And then let's take that left foot and come back to the top of the mat. Bring the hands to the heart center. Full vinyasa here as we inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, fall forward. Inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, place the palms, step or jump back. Lower through chaturanga. Upward dog, shoulders back, chest lifts. Downward dog, exhale. We'll inhale, lift the heels. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward, walk, step, or a little hop to the top of the mat. And as we breathe in, we're going to lift up halfway. And exhale into forward bend. And inhale, coming all the way up. Exhale, hands to the heart. Look over the right shoulder, step out. So same 3 poses here on the left leg. Left foot 90 degrees. Right foot turning in slightly as we come into Virabhadrasana 2. Looks like you're stacking your joints. Ankle over the knee, left hip hugging under right thigh bone, pressing back. Crown of the head hovering over the pelvic floor, so mindful you're not kind of surfing forward over that front leg. Gazing lovingly down that left arm. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to inhale, straighten the left leg, play around with your stance. If you feel like it's too long, you can shorten it. If you feel like it's too short, you can lengthen it. Hand on your shin, block floor, your practice, your choice. Good. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's gaze down, right hand to hip, bend into the left knee. Left hand reaches out in front, maybe a little to the left. Step in on that back foot. As you float that right leg off the ground. Okay, engage the standing leg, lift the kneecaps up the legs. Again, that back leg just as strong here in the air as it was on the ground. Maybe extend that right arm up. So the navel and the heart are turning up towards the sky, the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Hand to hip, bend the left knee, big step back. Bring the hand back in. Let's come back up here into Vira 2. And then straighten the left leg. And releasing the hands down. Awesome. Let's step that right foot to the top of the mat. Block to the side. Full vinyasa. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, palms down, step or jump back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. As you breathe in, lift your heels up high. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Walk, step, little hop to the top of the mat. Let's inhale here, lift up halfway. Exhale into forward bend. Our favorite pose, chair pose. Bend the knees. Reach the sit bones back. Toes feathery light. Inhale, reach the arms up. Let's twist. Bring the hands to the heart. And we're going to bring that left elbow, armpit over to that right knee. Keep the left knee and hip pulling back. So drop the bum and lift the heart. Mindful your head isn't lower than the heart. Bum drops, head lifts. 1, left knee pulls back. 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's come back to center and then change. Right elbow outside of the left knee. Drop the bum. Lift the heart. Right knee and hip pull back so the knees stay together. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Give me a breath in. And then move into forward bend. Just nice and slowly here as you exhale. We'll lift up halfway, lengthen the spine. And exhale now, step back on the left leg. We're going to set up for warrior 1. Spin and drop the left heel down. Bend down into the right knee. And then here, raising the arms up. We're going to hold warrior 1 pose here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Let's bring the hands to the heart. And then let's twist here. Bring the left elbow, armpit over the top of the right knee. Keep that right hip hugging in and pulling back. Squeezing right hand here on top of left. So your thumbs are coming close to the center of the chest. Strong through the back leg. Remember, we inhale, lengthen, exhale, twist. So there's that rotation in the spine, 5 degrees lower back, 30 in the mid to upper back, 90 in the head and the neck. Give me one more cycle of breath. Gazing down, bring the hands down. Let's inhale and step back to plank. Exhale through chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhale here, downward facing dog. Give yourself a good dog stretch. Good. And then step the left foot to the left hand. Drop the right heel down. Setting up your alignment here for warrior 1. Bending down into the left knee. Right hip coming forward, left hip pulling back. Extending the arms above the head. Strong, like you're rooting down through the outer edge of the back foot. Inner right thigh pulling back, right hip comes round. Really lengthen through the side body as you reach the arms to the sky. Hands to heart and twist. If you're quite tight in your lower back spine, you might find a lunge twist easier and just flipping that back heel up off the floor. So take note as you've rotated if your left hip and buttock have kind of swung out to the side. Yeah, keep hugging that left hip in. Squeeze left hand on right hand. Steady gaze, steady breath. Beautiful. One more deep breath in and out. Hands down. Step to plank pose. Inhale. Take the vinyasa as you exhale. Upward dog, breathing in. Downward facing dog. Breathing out. Well, gaze forward, step the right foot to the right hand. Let's just shorten our stance here a little for Parsvattanasana. So we're just going to bring that left heel in, straightening the right leg, Bring the hands to the hips and come all the way up to standing. So squaring the hips to the top edge of the mat. Take the arms out in front. Reach them back and behind. You can fist bump. You can grab hold of either elbow, like what we did before when the arms were over the head, or taking that Paschimottanasana Namaskar, that reverse prayer position. You really want to nuzzle that, either the fist bump or your prayer position in between the shoulder blades. So just wing those elbows out, spread the collarbones, ground into the back foot. As you inhale, extend the spine. As you exhale, just a gentle twist to the right as you fold forward and down here over that right leg. Just keep winging those elbows up, gazing down to the right big toe. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press down through the ball of the right foot. As you inhale, come all the way up. Exhale then and release the hands. Roll out the wrists if you need to. I'm definitely going to pull a block into place here for now, Paravita Trikonasana. And the reason for that is, again, in the practice, I'm always thinking, observe where I can find more length, more space. And it's definitely for me with the block, okay? That's where I get it, is with the block. So the block you can place on any height, inside or outside of the right foot. And then bring the right hand onto the hip. Let's breathe in here, take the left arm up into the sky. As you exhale, reach forward, right hip pulls back, and then bringing the left hand onto the block. So lift the sternum, lift the breastbone. Bring your right hand onto your lower back spine. And again, you're going to inhale, lengthen. And then exhale, rotate to the right. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, twist. Firm the outer hips in. Hug the inner thighs in. And maybe reach that right arm up into the sky. Give me one more deep breath in. And out. Gaze down. Let's bring the right hand down, left hand down, and let's just step that right leg back into downward facing dog. And just after that twist, just give yourself a good dog stretch here. Vinyasa optional if you choose to. You could, on your next inhale, move forward through plank, chaturanga, up dog, and then just meeting back here in downward facing dog. So let's get ready now. Step the left foot to the left hand. Shorten the stance slightly. Parsvottanasana, hands to the hips, slowly coming up. Left hip back, right hip forward. Bring the arms out in front. Reach the arms back. And again, just assume that same hand position of your choice. Remember, it's not a one size fits all. So just think about the shoulder heads moving back, the elbows moving back. Press down into that back foot. Okay, and then lift the heart. Extend the spine. Turn the torso a little to the left. And then exhale as you fold forward over that left leg. Take as many breaths as you need. Nice and slowly. Gazing down towards that left big toe. Good. So press the palms together. Lift the elbows to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Press down through the feet as you inhale. Come on up. Exhale, release the hands down. Should we get ready to twist? pulling in the block. So you see on this side, I'm going to have the block higher. I'll see how that goes because left side's really contracted at the moment. Right hip forward, left hip back. Bring the left hand onto the hip, and as you breathe in, reach the right arm up. Exhale, reach forward with the right hand, bringing the hand down. So if I was to go personally any lower than this, I probably would collapse more into the pose. So this is where I'll find more length and space. Left hand onto the lower back spine. Inhale as you lengthen the spine. Exhale as you rotate here to the left. Optional, stay where you are. Or take the left arm up into the sky. So grounding through the outer edge of the back foot. Lift the kneecaps up the legs. Outer left hip pulls back. Lengthen the spine, lift the sternum, rotate the spine. Give me one more deep breath in. And out. Gaze down. Bring both hands down onto the floor. Block to the side and let's step it back into downward facing dog. And again there, just give yourself a good dog stretch. And then vinyasa optional. Inhalation, plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. And exhale, lifting the hips up and back into downward facing dog. Give me a deep breath in. And out. And just walk your feet halfway up the mat. And then walk your hands back. Soft bend in the knees. Coming all the way up to standing. Let's go ahead and work a balance. So we're going to work extended leg raise with a twist. Modification here is just to keep the right knee bent. Left hand onto the right knee, right hand onto the lower back. Breathing in as you lengthen. Exhale as you rotate round and twist. You can keep that right hand on the lower back spine, or you can extend that right arm out. Okay. Second variation is to use a belt around the foot. Okay, if you want to straighten the leg but you can't quite grab the big toe, then take the belt around the ball of the foot, extend the leg out, bringing the belt into your left hand as you reach the right arm out. And then failing that, you can just take your left hand to the outside edge of the right foot. Find what works best for you. And hold here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the right hand, bend the knee, and then stepping that foot down. Rolling out the left ankle if you need to. Don't worry if you're wobbling all over the place, it's all good. So let's spread the toes on the right foot, hug the hip in, draw the navel in. You just gotta always be mindful you're not leaning back, stay upright, draw the navel to the spine. Right hand, left knee, left hand to lower back, twisting. Take the left arm out. Okay, option 1. Option 2, take the belt around the ball of the foot, straighten the leg, try not to lean back. Right hand takes hold of the belt, or your right hand can grab hold of the outside edge of that left foot. Rotate the spine, left arm reaching back. Way, good job my doors there. Got plenty of things to hold on to here. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Slowly release. Clearly not a good balancing day for me on the left side today. Stepping both feet down onto the floor. It is what it is. And then rolling out the ankle. Good. And then let's come back to the top of the mat and bring the hands to the heart center. Beautiful. Take a deep breath in and out. And as we inhale, reaching both arms up. Exhale, we'll fall forward and down, Uttanasana. Let's inhale, lift up halfway. Exhale, place the hands, step or hop back, lower down, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward dog. Exhaling here into downward facing dog. Take one more deep breath in. As you exhale, either come down onto your knees or just take a little bunny hop forward onto your seat. Landing on your sit bones. Let's bend the knees for Navasana. Let's take the back of the thighs. Okay, lean back, but keep the sternum plate lifted. Pull the navel to the spine, lift the legs. You can use your hands supporting the backs of the thighs or release the arms. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the legs, take a breath in and out. Second round. Find the sit bones, you can always keep the feet down. Support the back of the thighs, bent knees or straight legs. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Lower the feet and let's come all the way down here now onto our back. Nice and slowly. Hugging both knees into the chest. We'll extend both legs up into the sky. Jathara Parivartanasana. Take your arms out wide. Keeping the legs straight. If it's too much, bend the knees. Okay, so nice and slowly, using your arms, using your core, drop both legs over to the right. Lift the feet up a little bit in the direction of the right hand. Maybe gaze towards the left hand here. Press down through your arms, draw the navel to the spine, bring the legs back to the center. Inhale, exhale slowly in control. So bend knees or straight legs. Drop both legs over to the left. Again, let them land. Bring the feet up a little closer towards the left hand. Right hip pulling away from the right armpit. Okay, right side body long. Steady gaze, steady breath. Give me one more deep breath in. And out. Palms down, hug the legs together. Bringing the knees back to the center. Hug the knees into the chest. Placing the feet onto the mat. All right, let's give ourselves a gentle rock up here onto the seat. And then we're going to swing our legs around. And come into child's pose from there. So just extending the arms out in front. And really what I love about that is just really feeling that lovely stretch all along the spinal muscles here. From there, let's come back up onto all fours. Just kind of creep yourself a little closer towards the front edge of the mat. We're going to prepare for dolphin pose. So align your elbows underneath your shoulders. Let's go ahead actually and interlace the fingers. Tuck the pinky finger in just so that you don't crush it. Roll the flesh of your forearm skin out to the edges of the mat. Spread the collarbones wide. I'm going to tuck the toes and lift the knees. And then just tiptoe your feet in towards your face. So just lifting the sit bones up to the sky. Press the forearms down. Let's lift here for 1, 2, 3, 4. Keep the legs super active. Lift the kneecaps. And 5. Forearm plank. Look forward. Walk the feet back. Lower the pelvis. Lengthen the tailbone. And let's hold here for 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. We're going to lower the legs down and come into Sphinx pose. Just standing on the forearms. Spread the collarbones. Lift the chest. Slowly lower down, bring the hands either side of the mid-ribs. Breathing into upward facing dog. And then exhale, let's lift the hips up and back into downward facing dog. And then again, we're going to come down, look forward, little bunny hop up to your hands, or just come down onto your knees. And we'll extend both legs out in front now. Let's pull the flesh of the sit bones out to the side. And then with bent knees or straight legs, just folding forward and down into your Paschimottanasana, your seated forward bend. Okay, so keep the sternum, keep your breastbone lifting. Collarbones widening, shoulder blades on the back. Relax the head and the neck. Just breathing into the back body. Beautiful. Give me one more deep breath in. And out. Let's lift the head and the chest. Come all the way up onto your seat. Just make sure that you're warm enough, okay? I'm going to come down onto our back. We'll take that one block. We're just going to bend the knees, lift the pelvis. You can take the block on first or second height. Bring the knees in towards the chest. Let's extend the legs up towards the sky. And keep your arms by your side, or you can take your arms again over the head here. Just really beginning to use the breath once again in these cooling down asanas, just to tap into that parasympathetic nervous system. So we're heating up. We've been heating up. Now we're just going to begin to cool down. I'm going to keep that internal heat, but slowing the practice down. You can always take legs up the wall here as well. Just take 5 more breaths. Slowly bend in the knees, step the feet down, release the arms from over the head. Hips up off the block. Let's slowly lower down. And bring the knees in. And just cross your left thigh over the right thigh. Supta Gomukhasana, cow face pose, legs just hugging the knees into the chest. Change, right thigh over the left thigh. Squeezing the knees into the chest, stretching out the outer hips. Let's hug both knees into the chest now. And bring the feet down. And then extending your legs down the mat. Bringing your arms about 8-10 inches away from the ground. Palms facing up. And that distance from the side body, let the back of the hands, the forearms, the upper arms, and the shoulders, the shoulder blades relax onto the ground now. Lengthen the back of the neck slightly. Take any props needed to make this experience way more comfortable. Blankets, eye pillows, dim the lights, light your incense. Make sure you're warm. And with your eyes closed, once you settle in, just bring your awareness in and around the area of your solar plexus, your abdomen. Everybody has a flame burning here. Maybe the flame might feel a little dim and not so bright, but we can stoke that fire. We can allow for that fire to burn away the samskaras, what is no longer serving you, the whole process of letting go. Through detoxification and purification. As we release what's holding us back, then we can be here with more confidence and more clarity. Just affirming to yourself here, I choose to be more confident with myself. I choose to be more confident with myself. I choose to be more confident with myself. Allow your light to shine. Don't let anybody ever dim your light. Now, as always, here, please, if you've got longer in your day, stay as long as you need. If time is of the essence, slowly and gradually bring your awareness back to your body. Fingers, toes, wrists, ankles, arms reaching along the floor. Bending the knees, rolling over onto your side, and slowly coming up onto your seat. Taking